Дверь, наверное, надо закрыть.
Можете все начинать.
Hello everyone and welcome to the lecture 9. And today's topic is insurance basics and risk management. So why insurance is important? Because it protects against unforeseen financial losses, transfers risk from individuals to insurance companies, and helps ensure financial stability and peace of mind. And it's a good way to protect against financial losses. And it's important to understand this concept and use it as one of the strategies to managing the risk. And managing the risk, it means the process of identifying, assessing, and prioritizing risks based on the probability of occurrence and impact. And the risk response strategies include avoiding risk, reducing, transferring, and accepting risks. And insurance, in this case, is a key tool for transferring risks, your own risks, to insurance company. So now let's take a look at the types of insurance. Yes, so life insurance provides financial support to beneficiaries after death. Health insurance covers your medical expenses and healthcare costs if you have problems with your health. Auto insurance protects against losses related to vehicle damage or accidents, and homeowners renters insurance covers property loss and liability. Yes, so these are different types of insurance that you need for different risks. And here's an example of life insurance coverage. So Murat, a father of two, purchases a 500,000 term life insurance policy, and if he passes away unexpectedly, then his family receives the death benefit to cover living expenses and future education costs. Yes, so he is protecting the future of his family by purchasing the life insurance coverage. Health insurance basics. Yes, it provides coverage for medical services, preventive care, and prescription of drugs. Then there are different plans with varying levels of coverage and costs. And understanding premiums, deductibles, co-payments, and out-of-pocket maximums is essential when you're buying health insurance. And as you're getting older, then you need to think more about your health, how to keep yourself healthy, and also buy health insurance. And here's an example of health insurance costs. So Layla has a health insurance plan with a monthly premium of $300, a $1,000 deductible, and a 20% co-insurance after the deductible. So if she has a $10,000 medical bill, she pays $1,000, which is a deductible, plus $1,800, 20% of remaining balance, totaling to $2,800. Now let's continue with auto insurance. So it is mandatory for drivers in our country. It covers liability, collision, and comprehensive coverage, yes, based on your type of auto insurance. And when you're buying auto insurance, the insurance company will take into account such factors like driving record, type of vehicle, and location. They all affect premiums, and you need to kind of be aware of that. And let's illustrate auto insurance by looking at the example. So Timur is 25 years old, drives a 2020 sedan, and has a clean driving record. So his insurer offers 1,200 annual premium for full coverage. If he had a speeding ticket, his premium might increase to 1,500. Yes, so that's why it's better to follow the rules so that it will help you to buy better auto insurance. Now let's continue with homeowners insurance, which protects against damage to a home and personal belongings and covers liability for injuries on your property, and policies vary by coverage type, dwelling, personal property, and liability. And it's a good way to protect your property in case if something happens to it. Here's an example of homeowner's insurance claim. So Janelle's house suffers 50,000 in damage from a fire, and with a homeowner's insurance policy covering replacement cost, she files a claim and receives compensation for repairs minus her deductible of 1,000. Yeah, so when you are choosing your homeowner's insurance, you need to think like what kind of deductible you will have. Renter's insurance. It covers personal property in rented homes or apartments and provides liability protection, generally affordable and a good idea for tenants. Yeah, so to protect yourself, if you're renting a room or an apartment, you can buy renter's insurance. And in this case, Alibek rents an apartment and purchases renter's insurance for $15 per month. And when his laptop worth 1,500 is stolen, he files a claim and receives reimbursement minus a 250 deductible. Now let's talk about your insurance needs. Yeah, so in order to do so, you need to assess your personal assets, liabilities, and risk exposure. Consider family needs, financial situation, and lifestyle. Then adjust coverage levels based on change in circumstances, yes, such as marriage, children, new assets. And it's a good idea to create personal risk register where you will write down all of the risks, prioritize them based on the probability of occurrence and impact, and then like you can decide which insurance you need in your situation. So Saule calculates her life insurance needs by adding her current debt, 50,000, and future obligations, college tuition for her 2 children of 100,000. And she determines she needs 200,000 in coverage to ensure her family is financially secure. Yes, so as you are getting older, it makes sense to be more responsible and think ahead of yourself. Yes, and like evaluating risks, and then based on that, buying yourself insurance. There are policy limits, which are the maximum amount an insurer will pay for a covered loss, and you need to kind of take that into account. Also think about deductibles, which is the amount policyholders pay out of pocket before insurance kicks in. So balancing between premium costs and coverage limits is essential so that you can find a better option. So now let's take a look at deductibles. So Marat has a 1,000 deductible on his health insurance, and after a surgery costing 15,000, he pays the first 1,000, and then the insurance covers the remaining 14,000. Yeah, so because he had a deductible of 1,000, he is paying first 1,000, and the rest will be paid by the insurance company. So what is the role of insurance agents? So insurance agents, they help assess needs and provide quotes for their services. They can explain coverage options, policy terms, and assist with claims. And choosing the right agent can impact your insurance experience. But also it's a good idea to collect the information about insurance companies, look at the reviews, and then make a decision with which company you're going to work with. And here is an example about insurance agent. So Karl Gash meets with an insurance agent to discuss her options for auto and homeowners insurance. And the agent will help her understand the differences between policies and find the best coverage for her needs and budget. However, you can also do your homework and read in advance about your insurance so that you are prepared to talk with insurance agent. Now let's take a look at common insurance exclusions. Yeah, so and understand what is not covered in your insurance policies. So common exclusions include natural disasters such as earthquakes, floods, intentional damage, and certain high-value items. And always read the fine print of your policy, yes, because devil is in the details. And it's important to understand what your insurance will cover. Otherwise, you may end up in a situation when you think this is insurance claim, but your insurance might not cover your losses. So what are the exclusions in homeowners insurance? So Maksat's home suffers flood damage, but his homeowner's insurance policy does not cover floods, and he learns he needs separate flood insurance to protect his property from this risk. Yes, so that's why it's a good idea to prepare a risk register, and then based on the risks that may occur, then based on that you will choose your type of insurance and it should cover this potential risk that you've identified. Filing an insurance claim. Yes, so you need to understand the claims process, notify the insurer first, document damage, and submit claims promptly. Then keep all the records of communication and documentation with your insurer and be prepared for potential disputes and negotiations. Yes, you need to kind of prove that it was not intentional damage, for example, because insurance company won't be in the business if they don't analyze their clients. So filing a health insurance claim. Yerke visits the doctor and pays her copayment, and the doctor's office files the claim with her health insurance, and then the insurance processes the claim, and then Yerke receives the bill for her deductible and any non-covered services. Now let's take a look at the benefits of umbrella insurance. It provides additional liability coverage beyond standard policy limits, protects against major claims or lawsuits that can deplete your savings, and it is affordable extra layer of your financial protection. And here is an example. After a car accident, Timur is sued for 1 million in damages, and his auto insurance covers 300,000. But he has a 1 million umbrella policy that covers the remaining costs, protecting his assets. So how do we plan our insurance? We integrate insurance planning into overall financial strategy and regular review and adjust coverage as life circumstances change. Yes, and you should consider this potential financial impact of being underinsured from the risks that may occur. So how do we update insurance policies? Jeanne recently bought a new car and had a baby. She reviews her auto and life insurance policies and increasing her coverage limits and insurance she has adequate protection for her growing family. Yes, because it is one situation when you are covering yourself, and that's another when you have children. Then you need to think not only about yourself but also about your family. So the future of insurance. There are trends such as telematics in auto insurance, personalized health plans, and usage-based insurance are changing the landscape. Technology is improving risk assessment and claims processing. Staying informed on these trends can help you in making insurance decisions. Yes, and also AI is now used more and more for insurance. It's not mentioned here, but it is also one of the biggest trends in insurance industry. And here's an example about telematics in auto insurance. So Dauren enrolls in a telematics program that tracks his driving habits, and by demonstrating safe driving, he earns a discount on his auto insurance premium, promoting both safety and savings for his family. So this is the conclusion and key takeaways from today's lecture. So we understood the importance of insurance and risk management, and it's better to evaluate your insurance needs based on personal circumstances. Familiarize yourself with policy details, including limits and exclusions, and regularly review and adjust your insurance coverage as life changes occur. Yes, you might have temporary health issues or maybe difficulties with finding a new work, and that's why insurance can help you in such difficult financial situations. Thank you for your attention, and see you in the next lecture. Bye. Так, перерыв. Ой, блин.
Все?
Перерыв. Сейчас.
Стоп нажать?
Да.